So things need to change. I can't really continue as I am. I need to change up some things. I need to alter some things, change the way I approach things. So 2024 is going to be the year of change. So welcome back to the channel. I'm in the middle of my winter speed series today. I'm taking a bit of respite from the hard intensive speed work. I'm doing a nice easy longish run, probably 10 miles or so, 16-17k. But yeah, this vlog's all about 2024, my look ahead, and that things are going to change quite significantly. Over the last month or so I've been contemplating what I want to do next year. I'll cover my race plans in another vlog next week. I'll do a vlog specifically around all the races I'm entering next year, what I'm focusing on and why. So I said that will come next week, but today there's going to be some significant changes to my running in 2024, to my training, to how I approach my running, how I'm going to be training throughout the year. So we're going to cover that today. So yeah, training wise, I'm going to make some adjustments. Obviously I came back to running probably what is it now, just over 2 years ago. Did my first race since returning, then did a marathon training block and 1 marathon race in 2022. And this year I've done kind of 2 training blocks and 2 half marathon races as goal races. And like I said, over the last month or so I've kind of come to the realisation that I'm going to try and change things up. If I keep doing what I've always done, I'm probably going to get very similar results. I feel like I'm coming to the end of my knowledge in terms of especially the longer distances. So it's over 10k's and 10 miles, half marathons, etc. In terms of my own knowledge, I don't utilise any other information or training programs. Obviously all the previous books I've been working towards have been self-made. I know what works well, what works well for me. I kind of know that volume is my friend, so they've been heavily reliant on high volume, especially in the early stages. But I feel like I'm kind of hitting my plateau, and then if I don't make a couple of tweaks and changes, I'm not going to see much progression through 2024. Also, I think I just need to spice up my training a little bit. I am enjoying this winter speed series, getting out, running quickly, sub threshold and VO2 max stuff, which again I very rarely input into my training or kind of scheduling to do. So basically, yeah, training wise, 2024 there's going to be some big changes. The big headline is going to be, I'm going to look at less volume and more intensity. And again, the training is going to work in and around the races I'm entering. So again, it'll make more sense next week when I drop the if you watch this in conjunction with the race vlog, well, the race look ahead, it'll make sense in terms of what I'm doing and why. But yeah, headlines, a bit less volume in terms of me just not solely focusing on high volume. It's got its merits, it's got its positives, and there will still be some significant volume in my training. Obviously you can't get past that. I'm not going to run really low mileage and expect to improve, so it's more, I'm not going to kind of focus solely on that element. Yeah, I feel like in the Cheshire half marathon training block I stuck to that kind of program for a bit too long. The high mileage stuff, I used it as a bit of a crutch, that as long as I was running quite large mileage I'll be okay. So yeah, so for the next month or so I'm going to be doing quite a bit of research, quite a bit of investigation in terms of I'll have a look around at different training methods, different training programs. Obviously I've got quite a bit of knowledge. I've been running for kind of 10 years now. This is merely just to kind of refresh my knowledge, see what else is out there, try something new, kind of I said, spice up the training, shock the system and try a different training method. But yeah, so drop in the comments if you use any specific program or method. I know there's some out there like Runner and a few other paid running programs, but I'm just going to, like I said, do a bit of research in terms of training methods, what works well in terms of longevity and long-term training. So drop in the comments of what you use and why, and if it's worked for you. Like I said, I'm going to try and amalgamate lots of information, look at all the different methods I could use, and then I'll probably kind of create a hybrid model, which I've always done in the past. Like I said, there's no point me using a prescribed method. I do like to tailor it a little bit to me. I'll tweak it in terms of if some things aren't suitable or don't fit in, I'll tweak it or I'll change it to be a more suitable workout. But yeah, the main aim is going to be quality over quantity. I want to make sure that when I'm running, it's of benefit, whether that be, like I say, hard workouts, threshold work, tempo work, easy recovery days. Obviously, like I said, the ones I've been doing previously, my marathon and my half marathon training blocks, have been kind of solely my own creation. How far to run, how often to run. It's been predominantly my own thoughts and opinions, and that's worked. Like I said, it's got me so far, so I'm not going to completely shelve that approach, but it's going to be, I say, a bit more of a hybrid model. I'll get some additional information, some expertise from other areas and people that have run far longer and are far more experienced than me, and like I say, I'll mash it together into my 2024 training and hopefully see the benefits of that. And just a final thing of note, it's going to be more of a, like I say, a longevity, a long-term training project. Previously, like I said, it's been 20 for one specific block for one specific race, and then maybe some downtime post-race, and then back into another block. Like this year was 2 half marathons, which was quite convenient because obviously similar pace, similar distance, similar training. But yeah, I think in 2024 a kind of a bigger picture, a macro cycle of training will work better. Again, I'm going to be running and kind of racing all through the year. Again, more will come to light next week when I drop my race information and what my plans are for races. So yeah, I think a longer term training program will work best, just so the blocks aren't independent of each other. Obviously the better runners will run block to block, have a maintenance period in between, so the fitness is maintained, and obviously they'll just tweak certain things within each block, whether they're training for a 5k, a 10k, a half or a marathon. So I'm going to come up with something similar. Yeah, I'll have a loose training plan from January to December, all through 2024, but like I said, it's all going to be planned on the back of this research. So I'm going to do a bit of digging and diving, find out different methods and utilise some of them and create a hybrid model for all through 2024 for my training. Yeah, I feel like a refresh is needed, and I'm kind of hoping that with some additional knowledge and information my running can continue to improve. I've made big strides over the last 2 years and I don't want to kind of stagnate now, so that's kind of the overall aim of the training. But like I said, look out for that. I'll drop my race information next week, I think, and as well as that I'll drop, like I say, my overall plans for 2024 and my running shoe restock. Again, that's a bit of change there as well in terms of what shoes I bought, why. Again, they've got to match the ambitions I've got in terms of running and racing, so look out for those 2 vlogs dropping over the next week or 2. But yeah, I'll wrap it up there. I said things are going to change. Yeah, so 2024 is going to look a lot different. I'm going to be running differently, hopefully faster and further as well. Like I said, 2023 has been very successful. I've done my 2023 recap, and this is my furthest and fastest year yet. So we're on 2024. I'm really looking forward to it. But like I said, I think change is needed. So, but yeah, drop in the comments any advice, hints, tips in terms of training programs, training methods, things I should look at in terms of implementing into my running. A couple of people, you know who you are, have already given some advice on previous videos in terms of what I should be doing, either on YouTube or Strava. So do appreciate it. It does go on board. I have taken it on board now. I'm looking into varying my training. But yeah, wrap it up there. All the best with your running. Again, drop in the comments your plans for 2024, what you're focusing on. Are you doing any races and which ones? And again, why are you doing those? Like I say, all the best. Happy running. And I'll see you all on the next one. Oh, fucking hell, fly in the eye.